Hey YouTubers, Thick here with a new video. Thought I'd show off the Saltwater Tank just because it has been kind of a while since I've updated it. With the new inhabitants, there isn't a whole lot, I don't think at least. One of the newer ones is going to be the Punctato Butterflyfish, which was purchased probably about 2.5 weeks ago. The downside to buying him is it turns out he has some sort of internal parasite, and no matter how much he eats, he always seems to be losing weight. This is usually a problem that you can see in most fish that are wild caught, and I can almost guarantee he was wild caught. Usually, if it doesn't go through a whole process of kind of quarantine, just letting him sit for a little bit, they're just kind of thrown in the box and shipped off to wherever wholesaler, and then they're shipped out from there to retail. And that was probably the case with us. So he has some sort of a parasite, continues to eat, he eats brine shrimp and flake food, but he keeps on losing weight, and that's just not a good thing, and eventually it leads to death. I went through the same problem with the blue star leopard wrasse, where no matter how much it ate, it still lost weight. And even though they're picky eaters, he still ate pretty good, but I lost him. So I don't know what the plan is going to be. If anyone has any ideas how to treat that, send me a message, leave a comment below by all means, so that way I can hopefully get it under control and fix it. I did purchase Macrin, I believe, Macrin by Mardell. So that's what I think I was reading about, and probably my only other option. Otherwise I don't have a clue what to do. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so like I said, not a lot has been done with it. This is kind of it. This is the bottom line. This is all that's going to be added to it. I think I'm done with coral as well. It does need to be algae scraped in the front a little bit, but otherwise the water is all good. Nitrates are probably at like a 10, which surprised me. Otherwise all the levels are fine. So you've got a chunky clownfish, you've got a Cherub Angelfish, which is also a little bit more of a pain to take care of, but I've had him for a while now and he seems to be doing just fine. You've got the Longfin wrasse, which always tucks away in the back. He's probably one of the more aggressive ones in the tank. You've got a yellow Coris wrasse, which keeps on zooming around back and forth. You got a metallic shrimp goby, which I've killed probably about 6 of these guys now, if you guys pay attention to my past videos. I've had this guy now for a while though, so I don't expect that to happen. He's got a little zebra dartfish hiding there with him. The other one that was originally inside the tank got smushed by a rock. I was upstairs and randomly I heard some crash, and I came down the stairs and sure enough all the rocks were toppled over in the front of the tank. So I don't know what happened. I must have had them kind of stacked weird that they just weren't working out, and sure enough they fell over. So not a clue, but he didn't make it through the crash. Probably lived an extra 2 days, and that was about it. So there is a banded pistol shrimp also with a metallic shrimp goby under there somewhere digging around. You've also got a transparent cave goby, which is just perched right here. The two of them do show aggression. You'll see them fight over territory sometimes, but the past couple weeks, I guess, you haven't really seen too much aggression, too many problems with it. So you also got the Melanurus Wrasse, which keeps on zooming around here, always looking for food. He's definitely getting a little more aggressive, and he's going after some inverts. I watched him rip apart a sea cucumber, which is now downstairs in recovery, and seems to be doing just fine, but he doesn't look all too good. So he's doing better, but he doesn't look good. You also have the Solorensis Wrasse, which I really like. The reason behind that is because if you take a look at his color, it's not anything too bright and vibrant. Like if you pay attention to shirts nowadays, how the girls are wearing bright neon tank tops or bright pink, and this is all bright colors. And you know, back in the day it wasn't that big of a deal to be wearing bright colors. It was all a little bit more darker. Not saying it was bland, but it was darker. It wasn't all so, you know, look at me, I'm flashy. If you understand what I'm talking about, go ahead taking that information and go, oh yeah, sure, yeah, I know what it means. Otherwise, just blow it off. But that's one of the reasons why I like his coloring. It's just something different. So it's not the bright, vibrant green with pink stripes, or the bright pink / orange, wherever the Longfin in there he is, or the bright purple. It's just, you know, kind of the green, kind of a blue, off a little pink and some yellow. And it's just not all high colored. So I like that about him. You also have the Camelback Shrimp. We got 2 of them, pretty good size in there. You have the cleaner shrimp. Sally Lightfoot crab is creeping around somewhere. You also have a lawnmower blunny in the back corner. And I think that's about it that covers it. So it's definitely been fun to work with. If anyone gets involved with saltwater and you look and you go, oh, you know what, it's a pain in the ass. To be honest, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Reason behind that is because it's expensive to get started. It's not like it's necessarily impossible, but it's going to cost you some money. Live rock doesn't go cheap unless you can find it cheap. By all means, go for that. So it's just one of those things where you get it going and you finish it, it looks awesome and you appreciate every moment you have with it. But you know what? To get it up to that point can be a little bit more rough. So there's a lot of combinations of fish that do not work out, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I can't add any more fairy wrasse to the tank, I can't have any clownfish, I can't have any more gobies, I can't have any more shrimp, I can't have any more crabs, I can't have any more blunnies. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I just can't have certain things in this tank because the other fish will either kill it or it will kill them. You know what? Probably not. These fish are pretty tough. They'll probably go after it and kill whatever gets added to it. So this is it. This is the established tank. It's all set. It's all good. There's nothing that I can mess around with. Something I am going to point out is my newly acquired heater, which has been on the tank for about 2 weeks now. I bought this for my own little Christmas present. What does it buy? It was 15 bucks. It's a 300 watt heater. $15. Nearly cried myself to sleep when I saw the price. Instead of going into a local pet shop and paying 40, 50, 60 bucks for a 300 watt heater, I went online and took a look, and Amazon.com, sure enough, had a $15 heater that was 300 watts, and I went, you know what, send that to me, and that was my little Christmas present for this tank. So I have it plugged in the front just because I was experimenting with it. I didn't know if it was going to be too strong or anything like that, or if it wasn't going to work in general. So, but the tank seems to be 80 degrees and seems to be staying that way, so really happy with it. Good purchase. If you can find cheaper ways around stuff, by all means go for that. Even the extra $5 shipping, if you have to pay that, isn't that big of a deal. 20 bucks for a 300 watt heater is pretty awesome. So if you look it up on Amazon, you type in 300 watt heater, 15 bucks, by all means you'll probably find it. I just don't remember what the name is and I can't see it on the side. So but that's it. That's the saltwater tank. Honestly, I don't think I'll have too many more videos on it unless it's requested. I can have a little music video and just have everything swimming around. And go maybe have a little feeding part to it as well. But otherwise, this is it. This is how it is. This is how it will stay. So, and for many of you who know me very well, I usually don't do that with a lot of tanks. How everything's always constantly changing. But this one hasn't really happened too much with that. So I'm just letting it be. So now when I go down to the basement and record that video, you guys will, oh, phone's going off. You will all realize why nothing really stays the same, and you will see everything changed in the basement. So when we get to that video, we'll get to it. Otherwise, for right now, you guys have a good day, and I will see you all next time.